Hello everybody in maybe YouTube land. We are playing some Darkham horror. It's a custom darkest dungeon. Darkest dungeon inspired campaign. I am playing Ursula and Tommy. It'll hopefully be a good time. That's the hope, right? So, gather all the stuff, put it all into play. Does not have an encounter deck. We're doing some Dream Eaters stuff. And we have the old road. Alright. I have read all the flavor. If you want to read the flavor, I highly suggest I'll leave it up for a second. You can pause the video. But I've already read it, so I'm not going to be reading it again in this series. But if you want to, there it is. Night approaches. These woods are infested with brigands and dangerous beasts. You would not want to be stuck making your way to the hamlet in the dark and on foot. But the sun is low in the sky, and you can feel the evening chill creeping in. 5 doom. Hint, night will fall when this agenda advances. Reach the manor before then. Dark is Claptrap! Welcome to the Golden Table. Thank you for your support and for subscribing to the channel. We have hit a hype train. What an exciting time to be alive. Yeah, no overconfidence. No, I'm actually... my confidence is legitimately the lowest it has ever been leading into a game of Arkham. And I'm not even lying. I am not optimistic that these decks are going to function. I built them like 20 minutes before I went live. The old road. Thankfully, you escape the crash unscathed and you rise from the debris and survey the wreckage. You find the limp body of the coach driver a few meters away and the horses are nowhere to be seen. Do not draw cards from the encounter deck during the Mythos phase. At the end of the round, the investigators may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. We need 4, which is conveniently the number of clues on this location. Old road. 2, Shroud. 4 clues. You dig through the wreckage as an action, reveal a random chaos token. If it's an even number, draw 2. If it's an even number or one of those symbols, draw 2 cards. An odd number or a skull, gain 2 resources. If it's an elder sign, draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. And otherwise, take 1 damage. I am running in the thick of it in both decks because we're feeling a little bit spicy today. I have used Ursula's to get a Relic Hunter, wild. And I have used Tommy's to get a Charisma, also wild. Shall we see what our opening hands are? Let's go for... Oh, by the way, I have damned for my weakness. We got decrease each investigator's maximum hand size, so Ursula only has 5 cards in hand. You might need to remind me of that, but I'm hoping I'm going to remember it. Hello? 1, 2. Okay. I think we want to burn those. Keep everything else. Okay. Tom's weakness was an indebted. I got actually pretty lucky on both of my weaknesses, that they're both permanents. Because this campaign adds a lot of basic weaknesses to your deck. Over here, I think we're going to kill Jake, and I'm also going to kill this Unearth the Ancients. I think? Yes. Okay. Okay. Alright, well, we're going to have Tommy go first. Tommy's going to stand together to get his resource count to where he wants it to be. And then... I mean, I think I'm going to try the backpack. We got Becky. That's huge. We got a Derringer, and we got this Cherished Keepsake. Okay, so backpack cost me 2. I'm gonna play the Becky off of this, I think. And now let's just hope there's no, I mean, if there is a Crypt Shell, I'll just discard my backpack. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, that was actually a really good first turn for Tommy. Now over here with Ursula, we're going to spend 6. We're going to play Wooden Green as well as this Hallowed Mirror. And then we're going to burn the Midnight Oil. So we'll gain 2 resources and we'll investigate. We are at 5 to the game's 2. All right. All right. We've done it. We've done the thing. Alright, let's go upkeep. Scroll of Secrets is a huge draw. You are in... Wit Green does not take up a hand slot. Glory is also good. 1 Doom. We do not have a Mythos deck, so that's happy times for everybody. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to investigate. We're going to start here. We're going to go 6 to the game's 2. We do succeed. So we'll gain a clue. We'll look at the top 3 cards of our deck. Give me the deduction. Might as well, right? I think we're going to play a Scroll of Secrets. We're going to use the Scroll of Secrets. Spend 1 secret, look at the bottom card of any investigator's deck with the encounter deck, and either discard that card or add it to its owner's hand. I'm actually going to look at Tommy's because he doesn't have a hand size. We'll grab Greta. We'll grab Greta. Okay. And then for my final action, I suppose I'm going to investigate again. So we have 5 to the game's 2. Sweet. Good times for everybody. Okay. Now, over here, Tommy is going to do this. Tommy is going to dig through the wreckage. If it's an even number, so we draw 2 cards. I wanted the resources. I'll be honest, I wanted the money. This is a good situation, though. I think we just play Medical Student. 1, 2. We heal Ursula. Ursula is now fully healed. And then I think I'm going to gain a resource for my last action. I mean, I could investigate. Let's investigate, actually. Let's investigate. We're going to commit this perception, so we're going to go 5 to the game's 2. Oh, I don't have this thing. That's probably helpful, isn't it? Reveal another token. If you fail, lose 2 resources. We do pass. So we get to draw a card to replace that. Tooth of Etzley. Okay. Alright, yeah, we'll advance at the end of the round. So we'll go upkeep first, because that's the order of operations. Another perception, never gonna say no. A safeguard. This is what chat wanted, this is what chat gets. Okay. So we'll advance this. After spending some time surveying the surroundings, you spy the silhouette of the manor in the distance, along with the nearby hamlet in its shadow. By your reckoning, you are quite close. You should be able to finish the journey on foot. But as you're picking up your belongings from the stagecoach wreck, you hear the rustling from the woods around you. Your research warned you that this forest is teeming with brigands, and it looks like you have some unwanted attention. Each investigator spawns a set-aside brigand cutthroat. Engage with them. If there are 4 more investigators, we also set the brigand Wolf. And each other investigator spawns a set-aside brigand cutthroat. Each investigator tests book or foot 3. Each investigator who succeeds exhausts that enemy and disengages from it. Put the set-aside hamlet and manor locations into play. Give me some brigand cutthroats. Alright, the manor described in the deed is within walking distance. You think that you should be able to reach it before night falls. Do not draw cards to encounter deck during the Mythos phase. At the end of the round, if each investigator is at the manor and no clues are on it, we advance. So this is connected to the hamlet and the manor. I remember this. It's all coming back. It's all coming back to me. Okay. Ooh, 3 health. That's not nothing. Okay. This guy's Hunter and Retaliate. Easy. Alright, so we're going to test the book test over here in Ursula. We have 5 to 3. That's probably good. It is not. Over here, we're going to test 3 to 3. It is also not good. Okay. Alright. 2 of 5 Doom. 2 of 5 Doom. This guy has 3. Okay. Well, I think we're going to spend an ammo. And we're going to shoot this guy. Yeah. We're going to shoot this guy. So we have 6 to the game's 3. Should be good. It is. So this guy's going to take 2 damage. And then... I think we're going to punch him. We're going to use this prepared for the worst and this Derringer to commit to this. Because then we can go 6 to 3. Dang. That's unfortunate. Alright, we'll shoot him with Becky. So we have 6 to the game's 3. Minus 2. So this guy's dead. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I think it's going to be fine, though. It's going to be A-okay. Ursula is going to attempt to evade this guy at 4 to 2. Nice. And then Ursula's going to move in here. And then after we reveal a location, we exhaust wood and green. Search the top 6 cards of our deck for a tome or a relic. Oh, sorry, actually, you know what? Before we go, we did whiff on that. I'm not going to go back there. We are going to Tome of Secrets Tommy's deck again. Okay. And then we move in here. Okay. X is the amount of distrust of the hamlet. Clues cannot be discovered from the hamlet except as a result of a successful investigation. Force. When the hamlet is revealed, place 2 player plus 2 resources on it from the token pool as distrust. So that is 6. Okay, so I can investigate with my ability. If we go all in, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're up by 3. Only the -4 gets us. Let's go for it. We're going to go all in on this, and if we fail, we're in a bad place. We don't fail! Let's go. Grab these clues. Draw a card. Oh, I should have spent my clues, by the way. And then I think for my last action, I'm going to play this Tooth of Etzli, I suppose. Alright. This guy stands up. Alright, let's go upkeep. That's a great card. Lucky's also really good. Alright, we're at 3 of 5. Okay. So Tommy just has to fight this guy. But I think we're going to do it the way that Tommy Muldoon knows how. And that involves moving into this location, I think. After in the manor, search a set aside, discard pile in the set aside encounter deck for a swarm of rats and spawn and engage with you. Sure. Sure. That's funny. Alright, he's going to kill the medical student, the brigand. So we're going to gain X resources, and we're going to put them on our good friend Becky over here. So then she gets shuffled in. Beauty. Okay. And then we shoot this guy. I think we shoot him at 6 to 3. Okay. Becky kind of sucks. Becky's not good at shooting her shot. We are going to lucky that, though, because I think we do got to get the damage on him. We can't waste Becky bullets even if we can refill them. I think we're then going to punch these rats at 4 to 1 for our last action. Nice. Rats down. No encounter deck, but we do have a discard pile. And then we are going to glory here, I think. I ain't going to say no. I ain't going to say no. Now, Ursula is going to move in here. She's going to investigate with her ability. We have 5 to 1. That is a very successful investigation. I'll tell you right now, this is absolutely night and day over my first my first run of Darkham. Absolutely night and day. We're at, what, 3 Doom? First need some rats is whenever you enter. Thank you. Sure. Yeah, I thought it was just when it was revealed. Thank you, Darkest Claptrap. Okay. So I will have gotten bitten by the rats then. It's only fair. I'll punch the rats, I think, just to get them off the board. We'll go 4 to 1. Sweet. Rats down. And then I think we'll investigate at 5 to 1. Might as well, right? I mean, we could heal Tommy for 2. That's also probably good. We'll draw a card. And I think I'm going to take this for myself. Oh, let's go. Alright. This guy's going to bite Tommy, and then we'll go upkeep. That was a good draw. That was a very good draw. Okay. Alright, so Tommy's going to go first. Tommy's going to punch this guy. We're going to go 7 to 3. Nice. This guy is dead. That Brigand Cutthroat ran across the entire world, but we did get there. We're going to investigate this location. We have 5 to 1. It's, excuse me, done. And then we're going to play... Oh, no. Sorry, Tommy's going first. I'm an idiot. Ignore me, chat. Ignore me. That was Tommy's action. Yeah, you got to respect the Brigand's hustle. Amen. All right, so I think what we do here is we're going to spend 4. So we're going to gain 3. And then we have a ton of interesting choices here. But I do think the correct one is probably play something that can soak and die for us. I'm really feeling that indebted, because we should have 6 at this point, which means we could have played Greta. But I mean, like, we could play the Cherished Keepsake. That's probably fine, because then we can play Greta next turn. Okay. Now Ursula goes. She investigates 5 to 1. Look at that, we've done it still. We're going to play this Occult Lexicon. Only costs 2. Put 1 into our hand, put 2 into our deck. And then I think we'll just gain a resource for our last action. We'll go upkeep. Upkeep. And then we'll advance. You reach the manor exhausted from the journey. However, once you enter, you realize the full extent of its disrepair. The stonework is ancient and crumbling. Rats and insects infest each nook and cranny, and any of the rooms that survived in the passage of time unscathed are covered with thick layers of dust and cobwebs. Next morning, you set about exploring the manor more thoroughly. You know from the letter that the dungeons underneath the manor is likely the heart of the mystery, though you are uncertain what you might find here. Read the scenario interlude Into the Darkness into the campaign guide. All right. The grand doors to the dungeon entrance creak as you slowly swing them open. Dust swirls at your feet as the air is disturbed by your presence. Peering past the doors and into the dungeons, you see nothing. Only darkness. Unlike the rest of the manor, where you can hear the breeze whistling through the masonry and birds singing joyful melodies, these halls are completely silent, save for the dripping of the water and the scurrying of rats. Each investigator loses all their clues. Bye. Find each brigand enemy, even if they're out of play, and remove them from the game. Bye. Remove each location and play from the game. Replacing the victory display if it has victory X and no clues on each enemy and attachment of those locations are discarded. Investigators are not defeated during this process, thankfully. I'm happy because I didn't get the hamlet on my first playthrough. Put the set-aside entryway into play and each investigator on it. Set all the other locations aside as the dungeon deck. To do this, perform the following. Shuffle the collapsed corridor and 2 other random dungeon locations. To form the bottom 3 cards, and place all remaining on in a random order. All the cards should be shown in the unexplored room side. This whole campaign is basically just tight timer the game. Like, the doom counts are incredible. Like, it's very low. I do remember that. But hopefully with this combination, we'll have it. I mean, we already did much better on this first go at it. I mean, I didn't also play with a Secret last time. I played with a Mystic, so... Whoop. Shuffle the set-aside encounter deck with the discard pile to form the encounter deck. From now on, we draw cards. But I don't want to. Replace the scenario reference card with the set-aside Beneath the Manor version 2 and place 3 damage on it. Okay. We place 3 damage on this thing. If you enter the scenario, remove all doom from playing Advanced Agenda 2A. If you enter the scenario by advancing the axe, skip the place 1 doom on the current agenda step of the next Mythos phase. Nice. Alright, the dungeons are pitch black. You fear that you would never make it out if you were to run out of fuel for your torches. Hurry to complete the task before your sole source of illumination fades. Each location is connected to each location adjacent to it. The game will not necessarily end when this agenda advances, but the dungeons may become more dangerous. Oh yeah, there's unkillable enemies in this campaign. I remember that now. I hate unkillable enemies. Alright, searching the dungeons V1. The dungeons underneath... Oh. We have... Yeah, V1, okay. Hello, autofill token. Play, okay. Dungeons underneath the manor are labyrinthian and complex, and you have very little idea what your destination is or even what you are looking for. You are forced to slow down and map it out carefully, lest you become lost in the darkness forever. Objective, explore the dungeons. Find and complete an objective on another scenario card to advance. Okay. When the entry is revealed, put the top 2 cards of the dungeon deck to play above and below the entryway. Okay, let's move over here a bit. It's initial cost to enter this unexplored room. Investigators must spend 2 player clues as a group. Okay. Alright, we now go to the Mythos phase. We skip the Doom, but we do draw encounter cards. First one over here is a rat. Test foot 7. This test gets minus X difficulty, where X is your light level. If you fail, spawn a random set-aside copy of the shadow engaged with you. Alright, well, we're testing 2 to 4. Oh, let's go. Alright, we fail. Random set-aside copy of the shadow. I remember this thing. It has like a 25% chance of actually being real. Okay. Well, let us punch these rats at 4 to 1. Rats down. We're going to take an attack of opportunity to play Greta, I believe. So we're going to flip this guy over. Take 1 direct horror. Flip this card back over and set aside out of way. If his fatigue sets in, you let your guard down for the briefest moment and you lose track of the shadow. In panic, you turn around. What the heck? I'm turning my keyboard American? I don't want that. And you lose track of the shadow. In panic, you turn around to try and find it again, only to see it lunge at you with its pitch-black claws. You brace yourself, but nothing happens. Turns out it was just a figment of your imagination. Take 1 direct horror, flip this card back over, and set it aside out of play. That mechanic is really cool. That is a really cool mechanic. Alright, now we'll play Greta. You go here, Greta. And then for our last action, we're going to play a stand together. Alright, Ursula. You're going to investigate. You have 5 to the game's 1. Reveal a token. If you fail, place 1 Doom on the current agenda. -1. Man, that's a tough cultist. So let's just, like, not. Let's go again. 5 to 1. Let's go. Let's go one more time. 5 to 1. We're not moving out until we, until Tommy gets his safeguard online. Okay, let's go upkeep. Nice. Alright, 1 of 3. Evil card for the turn. Collected. Aloof. While there's an investigator with 1 or more cards in the threat area, collected locations, it loses aloof. When it becomes engaged with an investigator, we place 1 Doom on it. Each investigator must decide. Choose to discard a card from their hand. Each investigator must either. We each choose 1. I'm going to take the horror over here as Tommy. And I think I'm also going to just take the horror as Ursula. We actually have a lot of healing built into these kits. It's kind of actually really nice. Okay. So we're going to go Safeguard. We're going to gain a resource, and then we're going to play Med Student. Yeah, I'm prepared. Mr. Potterson doesn't have his goddamn bow tie, and he's like, this is embarrassing for everybody. Let's go like that. Okay, okay. Alright, Ursula's going to investigate. She has 5 to 1. We succeed. And then we're going to move down here, and Tommy's going to safeguard with us. So we're going to spend 2 clues. Well, the light level is 3 or higher. It's additional cost to investigate the dining room. You must take 1 horror. When it's revealed, put the top 2 cards of the dungeon deck above and to the right of it. Okay, my deductions. My deductions. I mean, we're going to take the horror. We're going to take the horror. So we're going to investigate at 5 to 3. Yeah. Nice. I want the victory, right? Like, you guys understand that, right? We want the victory. I think we're just going to Soothing Melody. Heal the horror, draw a card. That's nice. Not in this order, but that is good. Alright, let's go upkeep. This guy doesn't have Hunter? Nah. We all want that juicy VP. Amen. Another Safeguard's nice. Alright, we're at 2 of 3. Evil card over here. Choose an investigate location. Tommy, you can take a damage, brother. That's your job, nerd. Rats. I think we're actually just going to put the damage on the med student and then load up Becky with a bullet. Might as well, right? Okay, we're going to attack this guy at 5 to 1. We do succeed. So we're going to discover a clue at our location. We're going to gain a resource, and then we're going to investigate at 3 to 3. We're going to take a horror. We're going to put it on Mr. Potterson to give Becky 2 more bullets. We're going to commit this to it. And hopefully... Oh, no. So we're going to commit... We're testing 3 all. Let's assume we get a -2 is the most common. No, let's just go 3 all. Let's just go 3 all. You fuck! I'm not going to be upset about gaining about doing this, but Anyways, we'll investigate here. We'll take a horror. Like, we're doing more than okay. But I just wanted it. We're going to go 5 to 3. We're going to go 7 to 3 just so we don't take more horror. Reveal another token. We're okay. Alright, next action, we're going to spend Tommy's clues, I believe, to move in here. And Tommy's going to come with us with the safeguard. Force, when this location is revealed, put the top card of the dungeon deck to the right of this location. Hi, Charpy. How's it going? I suppose I'm going to move one more time, because there's no victory on this location, and we're just going to try to find our objective. After reveal trapped corridor, test foot 6. This gets -X difficulty, where X is the light level. If you fail, take 2 damage. When it's revealed, put the top card of the dungeon deck to play to the right of it. Okay. So we're going to do this test. So we have 4 to 3. I mean, we'll go 5 to 3. We'll try out the true understanding. Nice. Chad, that's why true understanding's good. Alright, then we're going to investigate with our ability at 5 to the game's 2. Beauty. Okay, let's go upkeep. The torch flickers briefly and you're reminded of the horrors that lie in the dark. In the dark, you're running out of fuel. Lower the light level by 1. So we're going to grab ourselves a better thing for the light level. Let's go like a dark browny orange. I said brown G. It's going to go to 2. Okay. Evil card over here. Self-doubt. Choose an investigator location. I must choose me. We're going to take a horror. Test Brain X. Okay. So we are testing 3 to 5. Uh-oh. Okay, so we do place a Doom on the agenda. Which is life. That is life, right? And then we fail by 2. I'm pretty sure I can just discard 2 cards from my hand. I mean, I can also just take a horror. So we'll take the horror. I'm going to put it on Greta just in case she ever goes. We get some juicy goodness out of that. Okay. So I think we want Ursula to go first. Ursula is going to go into here. We'll spend 2 clues, by the way. Okay. Excuse me, my alt button. When you reveal Collapse Corridor, immediately advance to Act 3B. Excuse me, my alt key? There we go. It looks like you'll need to procure some more equipment from the hamlet nearby in order to explore the dungeons past the caved-in corridor. The eternal darkness has caused you to lose all sense of time, though the expedition members are growing fatigued, so you decided it would be a good time to pack up for the day and return to a soft bed. However, soon after you issue your instructions, you hear a shuffling noise from behind you. Different from the skirring of the rats or the moaning of the collector and his collection, what slowly rounds the corner is a mass of pulsating flesh, filling the corridor from floor to ceiling. Everywhere you look on the abomination is an unblinking eye, a gaping maw, or an appendage reaching out for you. What is this thing? Has it been following you this whole time? Either way, you need to get out of here. Spawn the set-aside shuffling horror in the collapsed corridor. Hey, it's him. Hunter, massive, retaliate, cannot make attacks of opportunity, cannot be defeated, damaged, or defeated. After it attacks you, shuffle a non-story asset you control into your deck. Alright, no matter what you try, the creature's impervious to all your attacks. How is such a huge being survived in these ruins for so long? However, you have little time to scrutinize as it lurches its way towards you, threatening to add you to its amalgamation of organs. If each undefeated investigator is resigned, we advance. So then Ursula's next 2 actions are going to be to move over here. Which seems kind of okay. Now Tommy is going to play a safeguard. We're going to play a leather coat. And then I'll gain a resource. And we'll go upkeep. This guy comes over here. Here. No, actually I'm going to choose there. We're going to choose this location. It doesn't really matter, though. We don't choose that right now. Cool. Alright, 2 of 3. Evil card. Rats! Sure. We're testing 3 to 5. We pass? What the fuck? Okay. So Tommy's going to go first. Tommy is going to engage the rat. He's going to punch... Yeah, merely a trick of the light. Yeah, amen. We're going to punch the rat at 5. Move. Move. Ursula goes move, move. She investigates here. I want to do this. I want to do this. I think we can get the victory off of this location. Assuming it has victory, right? We move, move, move. We get bit 3 times, 4 times if we investigate. I think Tommy just grabs the rat. Tommy punches the rat at 5 to 1. The rat is no more. Tommy's then going to move here. Ursula is going to name the cabinet room for her Call of the Unknown. So we're going to move here. We're going to move here. We're going to safeguard one way. And then we're going to move here, spend 2 clues, and safeguard in with her. That shroud's high. Test fist or foot X, where X is the light level. You succeed, discover 1 clue from the cabinet room. If you fail, take 2 damage. I mean, we'll try and investigate, right? We'll try and do our free investigate. I don't think we're going to get it. I mean, we could with this. So we're going to investigate. We have 8 to the game's 5. Sweet. All right, let's go upkeep. Is the Twitch Bachelor Party going to be 18 plus on Saturday? It's actually going to be... I'm frozen. Camera's just dead. Hello, I have returned. You can't get rid of me that easily, chat. No, it's actually going to be 5 plus. Ages 5 to 15. Okay, have I done upkeep with Tommy? I have. Yeah, we drew Greta. Okay. Let's lower the light level one more time. And then let's see what we got. Marked, that's fine. Okay. This guy moved, by the way. All right. Yeah, we're going to test 2, 2, 6. -2 if you see at least the light level, add this token to the victory display with victory 1. That's cool. Give me a shadow. He has 6. Tommy's going to go first. Tommy is going to shoot this guy with Becky. So we are currently 7 to 6. We can go 8, 9, 10 to 6. Just this scenario. We pass. So we'll kill this guy. 2 damage from Becky, 1 damage from this. We'll draw a card. We're then going to deal a damage to Greta to grab a clue. Excuse me, Alt key. Set it aside out of play. Bye. All right, action 2. Let's test this. So we're going to test 5 to 1. We'll grab a clue for Ursula. Make it a bit easier on her. And then we're going to play our good friend Tetsuo Mori. Ursula's going to choose this location, but joke's on you, we're probably going to stay right here. Actually, we could probably just resign with Ursula this turn. Yeah, it's probably fine to resign. Okay, so yeah, we're going to do this foot thing. So we're going to go 4 to 1. We're going to go 5 to 1. MVP of the year goes to that token. goes to this true understanding. Action number 2, we're going to move down here. We're going to safeguard in with Tommy. This guy engages us. And then we can resign, and I think this guy gains aloof again, right? $38. Something's wrong. Oh, my soothing melodies. I was like, something is not right here. Anyways, this guy's going to move over here. We're going to go upkeep. Med student's great. One of... Oh, that's right. This guy's a doom on him. Thank you. So we're at 2 of 3. Low on rations. I will take a damage. Nothing has victory, so we'll just resign. As soon as you step out of the dungeons and into the brighter corridors of the manor itself, the shuffling noise stops. When you dare look behind you, the monstrosity is there, but seems reluctant to step outside of the dungeons. You count your blessings and return to the surface. Starting early today? Yes. I'm still on Ontario time, which means I'm up at 7 in the morning and in bed at like 11, which is very different than my normal life, but I've been enjoying it, so I'm going to keep it for the time being. Resolution 2. You breathe in the fresh air and gaze in renewed wonder at the starry open sky as you walk back to the hamlet and your lodgings. But the dungeons still claw at your mind. The encroaching claustrophobia of the complete darkness, the swirling shadows hiding in every corner, the thing, the mass of writhing limbs and organs that you encountered. Perhaps a good night's sleep will help soothe your nerves. If the hamlet is in the victor display, record that we introduced ourselves to the locals. That introduction was Ursula going up to them and being like, hey, I'm going to just frickin' deduction this location, just so you know. And they're all like, cool, 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 yeah. Entering the dungeons takes its toll. Each investigator searches the collection for 2 random basic weaknesses and chooses 1 to add to their deck, and then we get Victory X. So our victory is only 4. Which doesn't really add up to gaining a weakness in our deck, but we'll just let that be, right? See, normally it's 9 experience. That's the threshold, like 10, because that's how they do it. But, 4 is on par with getting a random basic weakness, right, chat? All right, let's roll Ursula's. We get Chronophobia and Paranoia. And then for Tommy, we have Kleptomania and Haunted. I think Tommy's going to take the Klepto. And I think we take the Chronophobia with... Why does the Unkillable Nerd have victory? Just for fun. So we got to add a Chronophobia and a Kleptomania to our decks. Okay. Huge thank you to everyone who watched this episode, as well as to all our patrons. Oh, I got to change the Patreon. I got to do that slide because it is August 1st. So I got to cut some names off the list. Get out of here. But thank you so much for everyone who snuck in on this one. Have a great one, and as always, a GG's.